we are talking about mixers, and we are starting with this one. It's called Mackie, but it's a fake Mackie, of course, as you can see the layout. Mixers are Mackie hazikai hivi. Mackie mixers do not look like this one. And this is should be a mixer amp. It has an amplifier. It comes with an amplifier, so you can connect to the speakers directly. You don't need an amp with this one. Yeah, and it's a 12 channel mixer, as you can see. Comes with 3-band EQ, high, mid, low, then an auxiliary and one auxiliary output, and we have effects. Let's see, these effects, is it just a delay or it's an effect? I guess it's a delay. Then we have panning knob here, left and right. Then we have PFL. For those who do not know, this is pre-fader listen. If you engage this and you use your headphones here, you'll be able to solo that channel and listen to what is going on to the channel as a single channel. Yeah, so that's pre-fader listen. Then we have the normal faders down here. Yeah, and on this other side, the master section, we have 2 faders for the master, left and right, and we have the master effect knob, fader here, plus 2 graphic equalizers here. Yeah, very simple design. So as you heard me say, this is not an original Mackie, so that means its sound will not be as good as Mackie. We all know about Mackie mixers. They are legendary, they are good, they have had a good track record. So, but for this one, I've used it, and it's nowhere closer to Mackie sound. We also have some 2 output RCA output here for recording. This send port is for the auxiliary here, so it's send, then it has also return, and they have an USB input and an SD card slot here. These are 2 main outputs, left and right. So these are XLR and these are jack outputs. So for the inputs, we have these normal XLR inputs, the normal input, and we have the unbalanced jack inputs. So our normal gain knob is here, and this is a pad button for maybe if you are using a very hot input, maybe like a keyboard or a guitar that has gone through a pedal, you may want to engage this here. So that's typically our normal setup mixer. So these are meters. So they light up as you use the mixer, and this the display for the effects. Yeah, and these are mini digital display for playback, maybe from the SD here or the USB, so or Bluetooth. So this where you play. These are play, of course, play, pause, stop, repeat, next, previous. Simple things here. We'll talk in detail later. Then we have this other one. This is one serious design of a mixer. It's PV32FX. This is something that you can buy and it will last for more than 20 years. Yes, as you can see, it's a Marvel. It's good. It's an analog mixer. Very nice, very nice. So we'll begin with the channel strip. This is what we call channel strip here. So we begin with channel 1. So we have gain, we have low cut. The other one, if you remember, it had no low cut, but this one has. So we have our low cut here. Then we have our high, our mid, and then this is our mid frequency selector. So you select maybe 315 here. You boost or cut. This is not a volume, guys. This is not a boost or a cut. This is a frequency selection knob. Yeah, don't be an idiot. You are told just do this on every kick or bass guitar input. This is very stupid of an engineer. Can't do this. Yeah, so it's just a frequency selector. If it's here, it's on unity gain. So you boost or cut, right? Don't be an idiot. This is high, our highs, but it has not been indicated what frequencies. Maybe it's in the manual. Then we have the low knob here, low for bass. We don't know also what frequency is it, 80, 60. We don't know, but maybe it's on the menu. Then we have auxiliary inputs here. So 1, 2, we have actually 6. The 5th and the 6th one being for effects. You can use either for effect or for the extra output. Auxiliary in other words means extra output. And then we have our pan knob here, left and right. Yeah. Then also have some more knobs here for selection, maybe left, right, group 1 and 2, group 2, 3 and 4, and mute button here. So, and some lighting for your clipping and maybe the signal. Yeah. Then this knob, if you remember, what did we say? It's for PFL. What's this? Yes, it's a pre-fader listen, and this is of course the normal fader. So this is just one channel, but it's duplicated, so we get up to 32 channels, but it's the same thing. Then if we come to our center section here, our master section, we have the 4 groups output faders. Then we have the main, left, right, and here you can see we have knobs, a few buttons, left, right, and stuff to engage in the group. Yeah, like for this one, this to mute group 1, and if you want the main output to get to group 1, you can either choose the left or the right or both. Yeah, the same to these ones. Then we have our meter here for the main output, left and right. Our headphone knob here, and then the auxiliary main outputs here, and we also have an AFL for after fader listen. Yeah, we will talk more about pre and after for you just to understand. Also have more knobs here for outputs and digital screen here. I'll not go into details. Let me show you on the rear. I told you this is a Marvel. It's a very good design, well designed mixer. So we have a normal XLR input, and you have line balanced input, and you have insert, that is TRS for balanced input. So for this one you can use a balanced signal, unlike the other that had unbalanced. Yeah, so they are 32 in number. Then for the outputs, Of course, we also have inserts and output jack outputs, and this is our main output, left and right, effect, blah blah blah, RCA, record out, media in, all those. Yeah, so that is a PV analog mixer. Now let's get to what most churches use today, and that is a digital mixer. For this one, we have an X32, Behringer X32 here, X32, Behringer X32. Yeah, it's good to have a basic knowledge about mixers, especially analog mixer, before you get to this. Otherwise, you won't understand what's happening. If you know about DAWs or digital audio workstations, you'll have tremendous advantage here over someone who just deal with analog mixers. For an X32, the layout is quite different. Maybe I'll begin with the rear. Let's go to the rear. The Behringer X32. This is our rear, guys. So we have 32 inputs, XLR inputs, and we have these are 6 auxiliary inputs and outputs. So input section at the top, then output at the bottom. It uses Cat 5 or Cat 6. Yeah, if you have a stage box, just use one cable for they're all 32 channels. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And then for personal monitoring system, it's also called Ultranet. Then we have AES. This is another technology that's very good nowadays, but we rarely use for this kind of a mixer. Then for the remote control, Ethernet or USB, you can connect with your phone. We have many applications, mixing station, X32, what edit and stuff you can use to control your X32 here remotely. Then we have 16 outputs that are assignable. So every output can be anything you want. Going to the computer, maybe a Mac or a PC, we have 2 for this section. We have a FireWire output, 32 channels, and we have a 2.0 USB host output. But this is just a card. You can always change. You can use MADI, you can use anything, maybe from waves, blah blah blah. Then you have our power input here. So we also have another section for our monitor section. So 2 XLR outputs and 2 jack outputs. Yeah, that's it for the rear. Let's go to the front. So let's talk about the Behringer X32 right now. So we begin with I already shown you the rear, so this is the front. So you can see we have 16 feathers here plus 8 this side, and we have 4 knobs here that are assignable, and 3 here for our monitoring section. Then we have a number of buttons here for the assignable things. These are also assignable. Then we have mute groups. Coming back to our channel strip here, here is gain, our phantom power switch, and our polarity switch. Have a meter for our input monitoring. Then this is a low cut, but the advantage of this one, you can select the frequency up to more than 5,000 hertz. Yeah, but here is our button, and you can view on the screen after doing that. Then we are going down. We have gate here, a gate, and one knob for the threshold, compressor. Then here is our EQ section. We have 3 knobs. This is the Q, frequency, and the gain. Then 3 selection knobs, buttons here: high, mid, low. Then this to engage the equalizer or disengage. Then the mode of the equalizer: high cut, high shelving, VQ, PQ, LSH. We'll talk about all those later. Then we have a selection button: solo, mute. This for remote, but here is now when you want to select what to control. For the first button here, it's for the first 16 channels, the input channels 1 to 16. Then the second one is the 17th to 32nd channel. Then we have the auxiliary input, which also shows up with the effect returns when it's engaged. Then master bus is here. Have 16 buses. That's for this section. Then for the I just talked of buses. Let's get to the bus sense. You can use the physical knobs here and buttons, or I'll show you another way to select the signal that you want to send to the buses. Yeah, but we have 4 knobs and 4 buttons, but you can still view them here. I also didn't show you the view button for the equalizer. Then we have our master bus selection here: mono bus, pan, stereo bus. It depends. I'll show you how that's done. A USB input here for data and audio. If you want to use it or work on it, you'll press view here to come on the screen. Yeah, so this is the input section. The output section is mostly bus, DCS, matrices, and things like those. So these are send on bus button, group DCS 1 to 8, then bus 1 to 8, bus 9 to 16, matrix 1 to 6. So, and of course, as I said, we'll talk more about those in our later videos. Then we have one master bus here that is stereo. Then on the screen you get 6 knobs and a few buttons here: home, meters, routing, setup, library, effects, mute, groups, utility, and another one here to navigate through the pages. Then we have layers: top, bottom. It still aids during the usage of the screen. Then we have the monitoring section. We have a lamp input here, 12 volt output. Then this for the talkback mic input. Monitoring, volume knob here, phones, volume knob. By the way, the headphone outlet is hidden on the X, I'll show you where. It's on the sides here. Here we have one on the side here. I hope you can see it. This is one. Then also on the other side, you also get one. There you go. Yeah, those are for the headphones. But if you are keen, you can see here we have a drawing of the headphones and kind of an arrow to direct you to your right, like it's right here, the output. Then also have on this section, yeah, so that's for the X32. Very good design. It was released back in the year 2011. Yeah, and it's been rocking the market, churches, live events, concerts, gigs, everywhere. Yeah, and it's the most sold, one of the most sold digital mixers of our time. For that matter, I should let you know that it's an entry-level digital mixer. It's not the best or any closer, but it's an entry level. But it does the work. It does the work well. And then this section was designed for an iPhone 5, but our modern phones, I don't think they can fit there. Yeah. Then we have LED meters here. For this X32, we can see here powered by Midas. It's the Midas company that was bought by Behringer that designed the preamps of this mixer. And we have a Midas version, by the way, that is well built, better build quality, but with the same interface, the same software, same everything. I'll show you later. Yeah, so this is a digital mixer. This is an analog mixer. So for digital mixers, people like them because of their adaptability and their capabilities. We have many options: compressors, gates, graphic equalizers, limiters, very many effects that you won't get on the analog. But in matters sound quality, preamps, they are more of the same. Yeah, so don't worry about the outlook. It shouldn't intimidate you. Msiuzie uoga na hii kitu ati yangu. It's just a simple thing. It's not that special. Yeah, it was designed for people like you and me. Let me put it on so you see how it looks. The on button is somewhere there. So this is how it boots. You see that? So I should mention that this comes with an older firmware because the USB port or slot was damaged, so we can't update the firmware. That's why it looks old. Yeah, so this is how it looks. Nice LED screens here, small screens for every channel, up to the mute, up to the assignable button sections here and knobs. It's very, very nice. So home, meters, routing, that's how it looks. Nimeambia hii isiwauzie uoga watu wangu. It's simple. You can still name this channel by the way to your preference, and even like select an imagery to show what instrument or vocal, like the input. Like for this one, it's a good example. It's a BGV one. We selected a microphone picture here. So that is it. We'll be talking more in detail about these mixers, and you don't want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. So these are various pages, sense, gates, meters, setup, all that. So I've been your host, Albert Fanny from Beats Best Studios. I'll see you in the next one.